Hello everyone, my name is Hamanidi. Uh, Today I'm going to do my presentation, and my presentation is going to be about who are you and what do you do, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the OBS Studio. This is one of the software that I have picked to learn about it for the last few weeks, as you know. Right, let's get started. Okay, this is the content. The content is include the title, the introduction, the objectives, the audience, and the materials, and there is I'm going to provide a link and resource for further information if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about it. After that, we have the reflection on the independent learning. I'm going to reflect for the thing that I have learned in this course. And after that, there is the reflection on the my classmate, and how I'm going to react on the reflection. Right. The introduction and objective. So first, I'm going to pay my respect and acknowledgement to the fairest nation of the country, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I do, what do I do, and my jobs, my hobbies, and after that, I will tell you about where I come from, where I was born, tell you a little bit information about church, like location, like the people, the land. Just like general information, basic information about chart, CHID, that's what they could. And after that, I will tell you about the job that I do, my duty of care under the a legal obligation, and I advocate for people with disability and the vulnerable people, for example, the elderly, and that based on human rights. For example, safety, they have to be safe, they have the right to access to a high quality of care, and all this sort of right as a human. Next, the acknowledgement of the country. For example, before I start my presentation, I would like to pay my respect. I would like to acknowledge the fairest nation of the indigenous people of this country, and I would like to pay my respect to the elders, past, present, and in the future. And I would like to recognize that we are here. We met on their land where we met today, or where we gather, and especially I would like to pay my respect to the Gabi Gabi people of the traditional custodian of the land. The Gabi Gabi people, they are located in southeast Queensland. This is here. This is southeast Queensland here, just here. This is Moreton Bay, including Moreton Bay area, including Sunshine Coast, including the Gympie area. This is where the Gabi Gabi people. That's why I got the map, as you can see. This is the map of the Gabi Gabi, or the location of the Gabi Gabi people. This here is southwest, central, north, but they are in southeast Queensland, including these three areas here: Moreton Bay, Sunshine Coast, Noosa, and Gympie's area. A little bit background about myself and what I do, my jobs, my hobbies, and about church location. Chat, they call it chat. There are some people here. I met many people in Australia. They have the same name as Chad, exactly the same spelling, exactly the same pronunciation. And this is a male's names here in Australia. They got one of my friends. His name Chad. I told him, well, that's where I come from. Right, this is what I do here. I take care of the elderly people, and I take care of the people with disabilities. And this is the flag of Chad: blue, yellow, and red. And this is Chad here in the central north of Africa, right? And we share border with many countries, and I will tell you a little bit more about it in the next slide. There we go. Background about myself. I wasn't born here. I came here when I was in my early 20s in Australia, so I've been here for quite some times. Chad. The official name of Chad is the before I jump to Chad, I have to tell you about a little bit what I do. I'm a nurse. I work in the nursing home. I have done this job for quite some time, nearly 7 years. So I take care of the vulnerable people, that the people they need our help as a nurse or a healthcare worker. So our duty of care is based on a legal obligation to ensure a person that we take care of them can live their life safely and free from harm, right? We provide the necessary care and support to help elderly people or older Australians to maintain their health and well-being. We Our duty of care is based on safe and high quality of care and the service. So we have to treat people with respect and dignity as human. We have to be treated with dignity and respect, and we have to maintain their identity and culture and diversity, and value. We support all these principle of a duty of care. Also, we maintain that these people, they have to live their life without any abuse or neglect. They have right to inform. They have right to access to the information about themselves, information about, including information about their right to care, to receive care, or to refuse or reject care. It's a fundamental principle of their right. They have like various way in which we our duty of care is enforced in a care. So we when we provide this care as a nurse, we obey the law of the Department of Health and Agents, the Aged Care's Quality and Safety Commission, and the Convention on the Right of People with Disabilities. This is issued by the United Nations of Human Rights. As human, on one stage in our life, we will experience disability, and so there's many type of disabilities. For example, mental disability, physical disability, all sort of disability, and we need help. And so that's what I believe. We have to support one another. We have when we provide safe care to other people, we have to provide with respect and dignity. Let's move to the next slide. Background about me, where I come from. I wasn't born here in Australia. I wasn't lucky enough to be born in Australia, but my kids, all of them, they were born in Australia. This is the people of Chad. This is the kids here. This is what they look like. Chad is location of Chad is in central north of Africa. The official name of the country is the Republic of Chad. Is a landlocked country. There is many people, they don't know which landlocked country. Very simple. They don't have access to the sea. For example, Australia is not a landlocked country. But I can give you an example of a landlocked country in Europe, like here, Moldova. In Africa, you got Niger, Ethiopia, Chad, and others. There is too many countries in Africa that they are landlocked. In Asia, we have Afghanistan because they don't access to the water. I hope I make it really simple for everybody to understand what that mean, landlocked country. Um, uh, Chad. Chad is the population of Chad is about 18 million people, and The currency is the Central African franc. They speak Arabic and French as they have different many language, but the official language is the Arabic and French, right? Okay, this is one of the slide of the software that I have chosen to learn. I have learned a lot about the OBS Studio, and I'm going to give you, I guess, a basic information about the OBS Studio. OBS stands for Open Broadcast Software. Is a free and open resource and cross-platform, right? It can be used to record, like streaming records, like record webinars, and you can use it for online meeting or online lecture. And so the educator can use OBS to provide their lessons through OBS. Some people, they use it for meeting, online meeting, big company, and you can link to other like other social media such as Facebook, YouTube, whatever. So I left a link there for further information or further tutorial for beginners about the OBS Studio. So you can get a more information about the OBS Studio, like if you go to link Lena, or you can go to YouTube and you can get a free of charge lesson about OBS Studio. It's quite like popular. All you got to do is downloading or installing the OBS. Go to their website, and from there you will be able to, you have a chance to add a audio, text, media, or display input or audio output. Display input like window inputs, audio inputs, which you will be able to record everything from microphone. Audio output, which mean you will be able to record anything from your headphones or speakers. Media capture, which mean you will be able to record anything from specific media source, such as video or something like that. So it's quite awesome. Awesome software to learn. I think is just give it a go and see how it goes. Here, this is the slide number 10. So for further information about the ethic in nursing, you can go to this link here. National Library about Medicine, Code of Conduct of Ethic of for Nursing, chat. Here, a little bit of information about chat, OBS Studio. Right on, I will be reflecting on the independent learning. I have a lot to say, and after that I will see what my classmate will say about my presentation. After that I will react again. Hello everyone, my name is Hammanid. Thank you very much for listening. Today I'm going to present some information about myself. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and what I do. After that I will talk a little bit about the software that I have chosen for the independent learning for the last few weeks. So let's get started. This is the objective of this presentation. The title is the who am I and what I do, and later on I will be telling you about the software that I have chosen, which is OBS Studio. I'm going to number 2 is going to be about the introduction, the objective, the audience, materials. If you need more information about or resource about what I'm going to teach you, I have placed some links there, so you can have a look if you want to further information. Number 6, there is a reflection on independent learning and the reflection on peer feedback from my classmate, and and how I react to this feedback. This is the introduction. Before I start my presentation, I would like to acknowledge the country, the Gabi people, the custodian owner of this land on which we meet today. I would like to pay my respect to the eldest, present, and the future generation. And so who I am and what I do. My name is Hamanidi. I am a nurse. I work for a nursing service, or I work in the nursing home, and I work as a nurse, which is a enrolled nurse. I have qualification of a diploma of nursing. I work in the nursing home, and my duty of care is to provide a care to the people that they need our care. And we have a duty of care as a legal obligation to ensure a person can live their life safely and free from harm. We provide the necessary care and support to help all the Australians to maintain their health and well-being. Safe and high quality of care, and that's what we do, and we treat everyone with dignity and respect. And we have to maintain their right, like have their right identity, culture, and diversity, value and support. We support their right to live the life without abuse and neglect. And they have the right to be informed and access to the information about their health, including information about their right to care. And they have right to refuse care too. They are like a various way in which our duty of care is enforced in aged care or in nursing home or in the disability sectors. The Department of Health and Aging, they have their own act and legislation. The Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission, and there is the Convention on the Right of Person with Disability that issued by the International Human Rights, by the United Nations for Human Rights. I have done this, the acknowledgement to respect of the traditional custodian of the land. And the next slide is going to be about my background, where I come from. As I said, I come from Chad, and as you can see, this is the flag of the country where I come from, or where I was born. And this is Chad here in the middle here, is in the central North Africa. In the central North Africa, and the official name of Chad is the Republic of Chad. Is a landlocked country, and I will tell you later on what is landlocked means. So the country is located in North Central Africa, and we share border with few countries, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have Libya, we have Sudan, we have Central African Republic, we have Cameroon here, and we have Niger, and we have Nigeria here, and we have Libya. Right, so we have Libya in the north here, Libya, as you can see here in the north, and Sudan to the east, here, and the Central African Republic to the south here, the south, and Cameroon is in the to the southeast, and Niger or Nigeria to the southwest, and Niger to the west. So we have like few countries that we share the border. The capital city of Chad is the N'Djamena, or N'Djamena, is is a probably is Arabic name or French. I'm not quite sure. The currency, we have the um, the the franc, or what they call it, the capital African franc. And the population of Chad is about 18 million people, according to the 2021 census. And the language, the people of Chad, they have their own language. For example, we have like many tribes, and every tribe they have their own language, but the official language is the French and Arabic. The French and Arabic, right? Just I told you about me and who I am and where I come from, and I told you a little bit about Chad, location, land, and people. This is the people of Chad, what they look like. As I said, like the Chad is a country that doesn't have like access to the sea or to the coast. Like that's why they call it landlocked country. And there are like many countries around the world, they are landlocked. I can tell you, like, for example, from Europe, there is Moldova, is a landlocked country. In Africa, there is few of them. There is Niger, Ethiopia. In Asia, there is Afghanistan, is a landlocked country. Nursing home, this is the nursing home, what it looks like. This is not exactly, but it's similar. That's why I choose this picture to tell you what the nursing home look like. Okay, this is the software that I have chosen, what you call it, the OBS Studio. I'm going to tell you just like a basic information or introduction to the OBS. The OBS is an open broadcast software. Is a free and open source cross platforms. So it's a really great choice to have a OBS studio to record your your video, whatever you can do. And this one can be used to record streaming webinars or online meeting, online lecture, or a range of others digital event and resource. I left like there is a link that if you want to learn more or further information about OBS, you can get a tutorials for it as you beginner, or you can get a high level of study on term of OBS Studio. So the first thing you can do, you have to download OBS and install it in your computers or laptop, and from here you will have the chance to add a audio, text, media, display input, or audio input. Display input, when we talk about display input, like in Windows inputs, or audio inputs, which you will be able to record everything from microphone, and audio output, which mean you will be able to record anything from your headphone or speakers. Media capture, which mean you will be able to record anything from a specific media source, for example, video or something like that. This slide here is there is some link here about the ethic in nursing. There is some useful information about nursing and medicine, and the code of ethic for nurses, and some information about Chad, and a very useful information about the software called OBS Studio. Here again, I'm going to put the reflection on independent learning. And the next slide is going to be about the reflection from one of the classmates, and the last one is going to be the I'm going to place the presentation here, the video that I was told you about it. Thank you very much for everyone. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm looking forward to receive the feedback from my educator or teacher. Thank you.